All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on programming. We're going to talk about how you can actually talk to and command the super powerful computers that are, let's be honest, everywhere in our lives. Okay, let's jump right in.
I mean, really? Have you ever stopped to think about it? When you tap an app, shoot a text, or ask for directions, how does that little piece of glass and metal in your hand know exactly what to do? Well, it's not magic, right? It's all about programming.
And really, when you boil it all down, that's what programming is. It's just communication. It's learning how to speak a language that computers can actually understand.
So, what exactly is a programming language? Well, think of it this way. It's a special language we humans use to give computers instructions. You know, just like we use English or Spanish to communicate with each other, we use languages like Python or Java to talk to machines.
But here's the tricky part. Deep down, computers only speak one language, binary. That's it, just zeros and ones. It's super fast for them, but for us, it looks like total gibberish. So programming languages, they're like the ultimate translator. They take our human-friendly ideas and translate them into the zeros and ones the machine needs to get the job done. And once you know what you're looking for, you start seeing it everywhere. This translated language, this code, is basically the invisible blueprint for our entire modern world.
I mean, think about it. The apps on your phone, like WhatsApp or Instagram, all code. The websites you visit every day, Google, Amazon, yep, that's code too. The games you play, the ATM you get cash from, even how your bank keeps your money safe, it's all powered by these incredibly detailed instructions written in a programming language.
Okay, let's bring this down to earth. Imagine you're buying something online. The moment you land on that slick-looking website, you're interacting with stuff like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. They handle how everything looks. Then, when you go to pay, that's where the heavy lifters like Python or Java step in, making sure your payment is secure. And finally, once you get that order confirmed message, another language called SQL is busy saving all your order details into a massive database. See, it's like a whole team of languages working together behind the scenes.
And that's a really important thing to understand. Just like there are tons of human languages, there isn't just one language for computers. There are hundreds, and each one is good at different things.
Yeah, it's all about using the right tool for the right job. I mean, you wouldn't try to paint a whole house with a tiny little paintbrush, right? It's the same idea here. You wouldn't use a language meant for web design to build some crazy advanced artificial intelligence. So, let's look at a few of the big players. You've got JavaScript, which is pretty much the engine behind every interactive website you've ever used. Then there's Java, which is an absolute beast for building Android apps. And of course, Python, which is just exploding right now for things like data science and AI. The good news? You don't have to learn all of them. The trick is to just pick one and start there.
So, if you're going to pick just one to start with, where do you begin? Well, for most people dipping their toes in the water today, the answer is pretty clear: Python. Let's dig into why.
You know, the number one reason everyone recommends Python for beginners is its beautiful simplicity. The whole idea behind Python was simple is better than complex. It gets rid of all the confusing symbols and weird rules you find in a lot of the older languages. When you put it side by side with other languages, Python's grammar is just easier. You often write way less code to get the exact same thing done. And the code you do write, it's so clean and easy to read, which is a lifesaver when you come back to it weeks later.
Okay, enough talk. We've been saying it's simple and it looks like English, but what does a line of Python code actually look like? Let's stop talking about it and just look at it.
There it is. This right here is famously the very first program that almost every single programmer on the planet writes. The command is print, and you just tell it what you want it to say inside the parentheses. In this case, hello world. It's really that straightforward.
Let's try one more. Here, we're basically making two little storage boxes or variables, and we're naming them A and B. We put the number 5 in A and the number 3 in B. Then we just tell the computer, hey, print what you get when you add A and B together. And boom, it spits out 8. It makes sense, it's logical, it's just not as scary as it looks, is it?
All right, so you've seen what code looks like, you get the basic idea. So what's next? How do you actually get started on this journey? Let's map out a clear path for you.
Okay, here's a simple 5-step game plan that works. Step 1, start with Python. We've already covered why it's great for beginners. Step 2, focus on the basics. The building blocks like variables for storing info and loops for repeating tasks. Now, here's the most important part. Step 3,
You gotta practice every day, even just for 15 minutes. Once you've got a rhythm, you can start building your own little projects, and then you can dive into the really cool stuff like AI or web development.
So why bother with all this? What's the payoff? Well, it's massive. We're talking about better career opportunities, for sure. But it's more than that. Learning to code literally changes the way you think, making you a better problem solver. You start to understand the tech that's shaping our world on a much deeper level. And maybe the best part? You get the power to build your own ideas, your own websites, your own apps, right from scratch.
So you see, programming isn't some kind of secret, mysterious thing. It's just a language. It's a tool for talking to computers and bringing ideas to life. So now that you've had a peek into that world, there's really only one question left. What are you going to ask the computer to build?